Hey y'all. Um, I just had some things on my mind that just kind of exploded 5 minutes ago. I did not plan to do a video, and all of a sudden just some things started clicking, and I said, well, I've got to record this before I forget it. um, I have lost my glasses. I don't know where they are. I had the same issue a year ago. Up until a year ago, last year I was 40, and I got my glasses, my first pair of glasses, when I was, I think, about 12, somewhere around there, 11 or 12. And from the age of 11 to 12 until the age of 40, I had never, let me say that one more time, never lost my glasses. Why? Because I'm blind without them. I can't see. Now, when I was 30, I started wearing contacts, but I still was very aware of where my glasses were at all times. And then last year, all of a sudden, life got crazy, I guess, and I lost my glasses. Well, I looked for them forever, finally went to the optometrist, got a new prescription for, it was time anyway, past time really. So I got contacts, got a brand new pair of glasses, and it's lasted for a year, and then all of a sudden, I've lost them again. Well, whenever I lose something that's important to me, I pray. And I'm not kidding you, I was begging God last night, help me find my glasses. You know I need my glasses. I'm praying and praying, trying to find my glasses. Okay, I would love to say that miraculously they all of a sudden appeared, that I have found them. Hasn't happened yet. However, I have recently, when I say recently, a couple months ago, well, more than a couple of months now, because we've been in quarantine, shut down, lockdown, whatever you want to call it, for a couple of months, and this happened a couple of months before that, so somewhere around the beginning of the year, I guess it was. I had a moment when I was praying about something, and I can get into details about it later, but the thing that finally clicked with me and just really made an impact with me is when I got at the point of saying, I don't care what it looks like, I don't care what it feels like, I'm trusting you and I'm believing for your answer. So I've been trying to pray with that in mind, of ask God, pray about the situation, and then just start thanking him for the answer, because he wants to take care of us. He wants to meet our every need. And so I've just been trying to walk in faith on that line. So I'm looking for my glasses. I'm praying about my glasses. So last night, in the midst of, literally, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm not ashamed to say it, tears, crying because I can't find my glasses. I just finally said, God, I don't care what it looks like. I can't see my glasses. I have not found my glasses. I don't have an idea of where else to look. But I thank you for helping me find my glasses, because I know you will. In the right time, you will. So here I am this morning, just kind of having a laid back, relaxed morning, and having my Bible prayer time and everything. So I'm trying to pray in that line of, God, I don't see the answer yet, but I know that you will answer. So I'm trying to pray in faith. And in the middle of me praying along those lines and trying to be positive and saying, God, I haven't seen your answer yet, but I know that it's there. I know you've already got the answer. And it works like this with me sometimes, y'all. The oddest things will pop into my head as a image of, and not image like a picture, but an image of like a representation, an analogy, if you will, of how to make my brain get it a little bit stronger, a little bit more firmly. And in that moment when I was praying, it finally clicked. Just like me as a teacher, and a lot of times it always goes back to my students, because I guess that's how I spend most of my time. When it's not summer break, school pretty much consumes me. But I was just thinking or praying, and it popped into my mind that, when we have a test or a question, a worksheet, anything, I give to my students and I tell them, here are the questions. The questions are all lined out on the paper, or, these days we do it on computers. The questions are all there. And, if I give one of my students an assignment with questions on it, and I expect them to go answer it, The child sits at their desk and they write their answers. And the answers are there. They have their answer. They've put their answer out on paper. But I don't get to see their answer until they hand me that paper. And I've had some children do work and they're bashful about their writing. They don't want to, let me see it. And they're like, do I have to turn it in? And they hide it from me. Do I have to give it to you? You have to see this? Especially if it was a free write and they were writing just, from their heart. And I just had a moment when I was praying and trying to thank God for the answer ahead of time, trying to have faith and believe that he had the answer. I just had that moment of remembering those children that are holding the paper back for whatever reason. They have their own reason. Sometimes they think their answer is wrong and they don't want the that moment of, oh, it's wrong. They don't want, me to see their heart if they've written from the heart. They don't want to, they're bashful about that. Okay, God's not worried about it being wrong. God's not worried about being bashful. But God has his reasons for holding it back just a few minutes. Or a few days, few weeks, few months, few years. He has his reasons for holding it back. And in those moments, when I'm standing there talking to my student, I have absolutely no doubt they've got their answer on the paper. And I'm praying, let me see it. No, I'm not praying to them, but I'm asking them, let me see it. Let me see your paper. Come on, it's okay, let me see it. And so my point today is what kind of clicked with me a little bit deeper. It's been clicking for a while, but it clicked a little bit deeper. Is I need to pray in the line that says, God, I know you have the answer. Let me see it. So many times we get into this area of doubt where we're, God, please come up with an answer. Please create an answer. God, come up with an answer for this situation. God has the answer. It's written down. He's got a plan. He has the answer. And it's just a slight shift in the way that we pray. But I think it's an important shift that we switch from this mentality of, God, come up with something, to, God, let me see it. I know you have it. It's there. Will you let me see it now? It's a different kind of prayer. It's a prayer of faith. It's asking for something, but it's from a point of faith, knowing that it's there. And there I go again. I always get teary. God made me this way, okay? Anyway, that just kind of clicked a little deeper. I had that image, so if any of you out there, you need something to compare things to help you make it more firm, I thought I would share it. And who knows, I may end up writing something about it later. That's another reason for recording. But yeah, just a little shift, but I think we need to remember that God's already got the answer written down. He has his reasons for holding it back and not letting us see, but we need to pray in a way that we say, I know the answer's on that paper. And something else that clicked with me is, I'm a teacher, and it's my job to be encouraging to the student when they've done their work and say, come on, it's okay. It's a safe place. You can trust me with your answer. If it's the wrong answer, we'll work through it. If it's the right answer, we're going to celebrate. No matter what the answer is, it's okay to show it to me. Now, God doesn't need our reassurance. God is perfectly confident in who he is. But I think he's trying to get us to a place sometimes where we can say, God, no matter what the answer is, you can trust me to praise you anyway. If it's an answer that I want, if it's not the answer that I want, I'm going to praise you anyway. I'm going to keep serving you. I'm going to stand strong in my faith. And if it's not the answer I want to see, then I'm still going to be faithful. And I think sometimes the reason that we have to stay back and wait for our answer is because we need to get to that place. God doesn't need anything, as far as him being complete, but he knows we need to get to that place where we can say, okay, God, whatever the answer is, I want to praise you anyway. And so that's just a the thought that really clicked with me today is what's on my heart and mind, and I thought I would share. So, yeah, that's the way I see it. Y'all have a great day. I love you.